All right, gather around, my fellow K-pop detectives, because today we're diving into a wild, hilarious, and kind of heartwarming rabbit hole that involves K-pop, a girl group, the CIA, and a bakery. Yes, you heard me right. CIA, girl group, bakery. Stick around because this story is as juicy as a K-drama plot twist and somehow even more dramatic than the final chorus in a Kara song. Okay, let's set the stage. So it's the year 2013. The internet is thriving, Twitter is still wild, and somewhere on a Kara fan site, a fan is about to do something so iconic, even the news outlets don't know if it's a joke or a top secret government leak. But before we get to the Nicole is in the CIA plotline, yes, I'm serious, let's talk about who we're actually dealing with here. We're talking about Chonnikor, also known as Nicole Jung. She's not just a former member of Kara, she's literally one of the reasons second-gen K-pop was so fun. Born and raised in the US, she's fluent in English and Korean, has killer vocals, dance moves that could cut glass, and the kind of stage presence that makes you forget your own name. Now, Kara wasn't just any girl group. They were the girl group. They were like the Avengers of K-pop girl groups back then. Each member had their own vibe, their own specialty, and together, they were unstoppable. The lineup that truly took over Asia included Park Yuri, Han Seung-yeon, Kuara, Kang Ji-young, and of course, our queen Chonnikor. These girls weren't just topping music charts. They were on dramas, variety shows, commercials, and your cousin's bedroom wall. And in Japan? Oh, Kara was royalty. They basically moved in, unpacked, and made the Oricon charts their second home. Like, imagine dropping a Japanese album and just casually sweeping awards left and right. That's how massive they were. Nicole especially stood out for being bilingual and bringing that fresh American confidence to the group. She had charisma, stage power, and this slightly chaotic, slightly mysterious vibe that made her both lovable and unpredictable, which apparently made her the perfect candidate to be a CIA agent? Yeah, let's talk about that. So one day in 2013, out of nowhere, this article pops up. It looks super legit. It's from a source called Old Daily, and claims that a Japanese weekly magazine just published a report exposing Chonnikor as, wait for it, a CIA operative. No, this is not a K-drama plot. This is real life. Well, sort of. The article said that Nicole wasn't just a K-pop idol. Oh no, she was allegedly recruited by the CIA at the age of 13, identified as this super talented, passionate, future global icon. Apparently, the CIA had this plan to train young kids, disguise them as entertainers, and send them to Asia to become pop culture megastars. Because obviously, if you want to influence global politics, the best way to do it is through synchronized choreography and catchy choruses. According to this wild report, Nicole was trained in secret, homeschooled in Korea, flown back to the US occasionally for special training, and then placed into a small Korean entertainment company that the CIA had apparently bought out in advance. This entire operation was allegedly called the Kara Project, and Nicole was the star player. I mean, the audacity. And also the creativity. This sounds like it came straight out of a fanfic, right? That's because it did. Yeah, plot twist. Turns out the article was completely fake, not satire, just made up fiction. A fan with the username Gat on a Kara fan community had posted it as a joke. 4 days after the post went viral, like, actual media outlets were quoting it kind of viral. The same fan came back online at 1:30 in the morning and was like, okay, everyone calm down, I made it up, it was fake. Apparently, this fan was so fed up with the low-effort, badly sourced news reports about Nicole that they were like, you know what, I could write something more interesting myself. And they did. And it was so believable, so absurdly elaborate, that people actually believed it. The timing was also kind of perfect, or suspicious, depending on your mood, because that very same day, real Korean and Japanese media outlets were reporting that Nicole was planning to leave Kara and open a bakery in Japan. So naturally, the internet lost its mind. Suddenly, everyone was connecting dots that weren't even in the same coloring book. She's leaving to open a bakery? That's just a cover. Classic spy move. Like, people were building full conspiracy boards with string and thumbtacks in their minds. And you know what? It kind of makes sense. I mean, think about it. Nicole's American. She's multilingual, She's charismatic, smart, and somehow always looks like she knows something we don't. She also has this mysterious energy where you're like, yeah, she could totally lead a double life. Plus, who just opens a bakery in Japan out of nowhere? A spy. That's who. Of course, DSP Media, Kara's company at the time, was like, we have no idea what this is about. If Nicole's in the CIA, that's a her problem, not a company thing. And that only made people more suspicious. Like, imagine your agency low-key throwing you under the bus with a, yeah, that sounds like a personal issue. Way to sound totally normal and not at all sketchy, right? But in reality, it was just a fan's joke that got taken way too seriously. The internet does that sometimes. One second you're writing satire, the next minute your favorite idol is an undercover government agent smuggling secrets through dance routines. Now you might be wondering, what happened after all this? Well, Nicole did leave Kara later that year. She pursued solo activities, studied abroad, and actually did open that bakery in Japan for a while. And no, it wasn't a secret spy base. It was just a regular bakery with pastries and cute cakes and probably excellent customer service. As for Kara, the group had some changes over the years. New members, solo projects, the whole K-pop life cycle, but they never really disappeared. In 2022, they had an incredible reunion for their 15th anniversary, bringing back that nostalgic magic that only second-gen fans truly understand. And Nicole? Still glowing, still dancing, still making appearances and slaying in her own way. And fun fact, did you know Nicole was actually known as a bit of a prankster in Kara's variety show days? She once tried to prank Park Yuri by pretending to faint, and when it failed, she just started laughing instead. Iconic. Also, she was super into health and fitness way before it became trendy in K-pop. Like protein bars, yoga, the whole deal. Truly ahead of her time. Maybe that was all CIA training, who knows? So in the end, Nicole wasn't a spy. She was just a multi-talented queen who made such an impact that even fake spy rumors couldn't tarnish her legacy. Honestly, it just added to her legend. And if you ask me, the real mystery isn't whether Nicole was in the CIA. It's how she managed to be that talented, that funny, and still so low-key all at once. So, what do you think? Was Nicole secretly running covert operations between dance practices? Or was it just the internet being the internet? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing your theories, even the wild ones. And hey, if you enjoyed this little trip down K-pop conspiracy lane, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. I mean, where else are you going to hear about secret agents disguised as girl group idols? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Who knows what rabbit hole we'll dive into next time? Maybe a story about an idol secretly being a time traveler. Nothing surprises me anymore. Bye.